Hello. Good day, good afternoon. My name is Nosi. I'm from South Africa. This video should have been sent yesterday, but I'm resending it today. I'm an author of 3 books: Journey to My Destiny, Womanhood in the Midst of a Careless Society, and My Hero. We are soon approaching the Women's Month, August, which is the Women's Month, a month where women are standing up for their rights. And in a normal situation, I would have been doing motivational talks in various places where there was no COVID. And I thought, while we are on lockdown and we cannot do anything, but let me make these videos and send them to pass the message that strengthens women, to pass the message that makes us strong. We are building women who are the future leaders for tomorrow, who rise above challenges. Challenges will be there, but we have to stand up and decide to be better people. The strength is within us. In the books, I don't want to break them now in this video, since it is an introductory video, but you will pick up some of the things that I'm talking about, that they were in 2010, especially in Journey, the book called Journey. And I talk a lot about being single. Yes, I was single that time, and I'm not single now. There's a lot of things that I talk relating to my life in Journey, because it is an autobiography, which is inspirational, educational, and motivational for young girls and for women. I discuss lots of things, lots of interesting issues, but they are mostly personal. I discuss the abuse of women, issues of gender-based violence relating to my life. I discuss issues where I talk about when religion hurts, being part of religion hurts. I give lots of advices on how to deal with certain issues based on my research and my experiences, my life experiences, as the book talks about me. Womanhood in the Midst of a Careless Society is the book that was born because I was hurt. I was hurt because 14 elderly women were raped under my care. I was a young social worker there. They were raped by children who were aged 15 to 19 who were on drugs, and they decided to rape women who were aged between 72 and 78. For me, that was the most moral decay of our time. I wasn't wise. I didn't feel wise enough to tell those elderly women that everything was gonna be alright. Instead, I felt a lump in my throat. And because we were different stakeholders who were working collaboratively to help those elderly women, I couldn't say anything. I asked the Reverend who was there to pray. In the end, I had to apologize to those women because I was part of the system that allowed them to be raped. I felt like I didn't protect them enough. I felt like I have raped them even though I did not rape them. I felt like government could have done enough and NGOs to protect them. But crime is crime. Government doesn't create rapists. So when I started the book, I was saying, why women? Because those women were elderly. They didn't ask for it. They didn't ask for rape. They are 76-year-old. They didn't go for a date with someone. They didn't dress inappropriately. But they were raped because they were women in a careless society. I refer to the society as careless because it raises boy children to undermine women. It raises boy children to think that women are their targets when they want to rape, when they want to hurt, when they want to do anything. It raises them to be patriarchal. It raises them to think that they are superior to women and women will be their subordinates. So I refer to the society as careless society. There are various issues that I talk about in the book. Issues of abuse, issues of abuse even of my own mother, because she was also married in a marriage where she was abused by her in-laws and by everybody who felt like they want to do domestic abuse to her. I also talk about the issues of cultural practices. I'm an activist for cultural practices that are harmful. I always advocated for those issues. My master's degree is on ukuthwala and how it affects young children. We don't have a culture in Africa that forces minors to be married in the name of ukuthwala. Ukuthwala was done by two consenting adults. So I advocate for those issues and how it exposes women to poverty, to a cycle of poverty, to sicknesses, to gender-based violence and so forth. I'm currently doing my PhD and I'm continuing with the topic. And I have also discovered that while I'm a gender-based violence activist, I have been converted now to talk about gender equity and gender reconciliation. We need to heal. We need to stop being a careless society and heal and move on. I'm so married to this new concept now of gender reconciliation. But we also have to heal first from the scars and the wounds that were created by gender-based violence to us. The third book is my hero. I was inspired by a young girl when I was a social worker, again, who was under my care. Although I never used her name, and some of the issues are fictional that are discussed there, but she inspired me. Her spirit to fight inspired me. She was born with HIV and AIDS. She found HIV and AIDS in her body through mother-to-child transmission. There are children who were born, especially in disadvantaged rural areas, who were born when nevirapine was not accessible. So they were born with HIV and AIDS. They face challenges because when it's time for them to be teenagers and to notice boys, they don't know what to do because they are virgins, but virgins who live with HIV, they never ask for that, but they find themselves in that situation. And then I come out with many issues there. And I also advise young children or youth to go and test before they fall in love, because the fact that those children do not know or do not understand or were not told that they are living with the virus, HIV and AIDS, they just go on and date others and have sex and then continue to infect others. When I discuss those issues, I'm not against HIV and AIDS. I'm also an activist for HIV and AIDS. And I even said in one of the books, the way I'm knowledgeable about, I could marry someone HIV positive. But be that as it may, we have to try and not be infected if we can, because it weakens the immune system. And it is complicated. It's not as easy as people talk about. I know that there are sicknesses that kill or ailments that kill, like cancer like Ebola, because people believe that with the ARVs, HIV no longer kills. I agree, but still we can't continue to infect one another because of it. So I discuss lots of issues. I discuss lots of uh, uh, HIV and AIDS issues, but focusing on young children, not the elderly people. And I continue with the chapters and explain how it happens that the parents sometimes might be HIV positive but might give birth to a child who's HIV negative. Travel with me in those books. I will be discussing them a lot, I think, for a while, for the next few months. Because we're approaching the Women's Month, I think I will move between Jenny, which talks about me. I believe I'm a strong woman. I believe that I became a successful or a phenomenal woman despite the challenges, despite the adversities that surround me. Most rural women who were coming from a background like mine did not get education like me, but I fought my way up. I discussed issues as to how I ran away from home, how I struggled to get to university, how I paid for my own fees while I worked and studied at the same time. There's a lot of issues that can encourage women of all backgrounds and all ages there. I don't want this video to be too long, because I might start discussing those books, and then you will have all of the summary and not be encouraged to go and listen to the other videos. May God bless you. I pray that we become strong. We stand up. You know, it was women who did all those things, who went to the grave of Jesus Christ first. We need those women to arise. We need women like Esther to arise, Deborah to arise, all those women that we know about, and even those that we know in the society, those role models. We need them to model the right behavior and to influence the young generation who seems sometimes to be lost or do not have choices. During our time, children are drinking at a young age. You see girl children drunk at the age of 12, as if they don't have a vision for their future. You see young girls as young as 15 being on drugs, as if they don't see the future. So we have to influence them positively so that they know that there is life other than the destruction that they do into their lives. Bye. Bye, guys. May God bless you. Catch me in other videos up until the Women's Month, and I guess even after the Women's Month, I will continue. God bless you. Bye.